Hey, what's up there, roulette players? Welcome back to Casino Wars, where every day we break down real roulette strategies that you can test, track, and tweak for smarter play at the roulette tables. I'm your host, Lenny, and if you love seeing new ways to take on the roulette wheel, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a roulette spin. Now, if you have a roulette challenge or a roulette strategy that you want me to test out on my channel, please write me at LVcasino.wars at gmail.com. That is LVcasino.wars at gmail.com. All right, and let's get right into today's challenge or today's strategy. Okay, today's strategy is going to be playing the dozens, and it's going to have a $511 bankroll system. And what we're going to do is we're going to be betting on the coldest dozen and the hottest dozen, which is the last one to hit, and the coldest, the one that hasn't hit for a while. All right, and let's get right into that. And before we do, let's hit that thumbs up for me, please, for luck. And please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and let's get right into that video. Okay, so with this system, what we're going to do is we're going to start with $2 bet on the previous, and then $2 on the one that was the longest to hit, and spin. All right, placing 2 units on each, and that's an 18 red. That is a hit. That's a $2 win. So we're just gonna rebet. Actually, we're not gonna rebet. Now we gotta take the one that's previous and the one that's been the longest, which is that one. So we're gonna clear this one out. Okay, and spin. All right, that's a 30. All right, that's a win. So we're gonna rebet, and we're gonna clear it. Actually, the longest since it's hit, this is the one that's previous, and the longest one that since it's hit is this one. So we're going to empty this one out. Okay, and spin. Gonna do 2 units at a time. All right, that's a 16 red. All right, that's a loss. That's our first loss. So what we do now is we're gonna actually clear that. We're gonna do $5 units now. $5 there on the previous one, which is here, and the longest since it's hit, which was the first dozen. And then we're going to take $1 and we're going to put it on the greens. All right, and let's go ahead and spin. All right, and if a 0 comes in, we'll be in good shape. 13, that's a hit. All right, so we got our money back. We should be even again. All right, so we should be even now. Yeah, we're back at $4 again. Okay, so now we're gonna put $2 on the one that just came in, and the one that's hit the longest since it's hit there, and spin. We're gonna grind this up. $2 at a time, 2 units at a time. 13, that's another win. So we're gonna go ahead and rebet. And 13 came in. 13 came in again. So 16, that's another one of that. And then 30. So 30 would have been here. So the longest since it's hit is this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off. All right, and spin. That's a 36. All right, that's another loss. So now we're going to go to the $5 and we're going to put $5 on 36 and $5 on the longest since it's hit, 4. Still that one. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put $1 on the greens and spin. All right, that's an 8 black. All right, that's a win. So we're going to go back to the $2 and we're going to put $2 on the one that just came in and the one that's longest since it's hit, which is this one. All right, and spin. All right, now we're back to $6. That's a 14 red. That should be a win. Okay, good. So now we're going to go $2 on that and the longest since it's hit, spin. That's a 15 black. All right, that's a $2 win. All right, so we're gonna go the one that just came in, $2, and the longest since it's hit, which is still this one. Okay, and spin. All right, that's a 22. That's a middle one again. All right, so now we're going to put another $2 on that, and the longest since it's hit, which is 36. Okay, and spin. And that's a 35. That one's a win. All right, so we're going to do that one because it just came in, and the longest one since it's hit would be this column right here, and spin. We're up 14 bucks, 14 units, 34. That's another win. So we're gonna put $2 on that one again, and the longest one since it's hit is still that, and spin. All right, and 19. That is a loss. So we're gonna go back to our $5 bet, and we're gonna put $5 on the one that just came in, and the longest one since it's hit, and we're gonna take $1 and we're gonna put it on the greens and spin. That's a 0. That's a good timing, man. All right, and that's a $7 win. We'll take that $7 win. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the $2, and $2 is gonna go on the longest, the one that came in last, which was this, and the longest since it's hit is still this one. So let's go ahead and spin. 19 units, up 19 units. That's a 16 red. That's a win. All right, so we're gonna put $2 on that one and $2 still on this one because it's still the longest since it's hit, and spin. All right, that's an 18 red. That's another win. So we're gonna put $2 again on there, and then we're gonna put $2 on this one. It's still the longest since it's hit. That one's due, man. That one's gotta come in soon. All right, and spin, and that's a 23 red. I believe that's a win. It is. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go to 23. So that would be this one, and still this one, longest since it's hit. All right, and spin. That's a 35 black. That's a loss. All right, so we're gonna take $5. We're gonna put $5 there, and $5 on this one. It's still the longest since it's hit, and we're gonna put $1 on the zeros and spin. All right, that's a 21 red. I believe that's a loss. All right, so this is the first time you're going to see this. So now it's 10 on the longest one since it's hit, the previous one, and the longest that it's hit, and 5, so 15, 15, and then 16, 17, 16, 17, and we're going to put $2 on the zeros and spin. It's the first time you guys saw me go this far. That's a 30. I believe that's a loss. Good, because I get to show you the system. Okay, the next one is going to be 25 on the 30. I'm going to go 50 on the 30 and 50 on the longest since it's hit, and then 5 for a total of 55, and spin. Nothing goes on the zeros at this time. That's a 16 red. That's another loss. Wow. This is the furthest I ever had to go. I never had to go this far before. Okay, so now it gets a little crazy. 16, 100, and 100 on the longest. And we're going to go 25, 25, 50, 75, 50, 75, and spin. Wow, this is dangerous, man. This has never had to go this far before. 26, I believe that's a loss. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, and that would be our total bankroll, because this is a $511 bankroll system. So if you lose on that last one, that would be our bankroll, 486. But our bankroll was 511. So if you take into consideration, you didn't lose the whole 511. I know $486 is not a good thing. All right, well, just I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this video and watching me fail. It's okay. It does happen. It is gambling, and that's why we have to gamble responsibly. All right, and well, that strategy, I played it all out, all 5 bullets. All right, well, that's it, guys, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and take care, and see you on the closing. All right there, what's up there, guys? Roulette players, sometimes you just don't win them all, and that's why I try to tell you guys, you got to play responsible. And you're responsible. It is a $511 system, and if you can't afford to lose $511, please take it down and don't play the whole five bullets. You could stop after the 3rd bullet to control yourselves, and but if you can afford to, and you got to be willing to lose that. If you're willing to lose that $511 and you're comfortable if you lose the whole thing, then it's all good. And just going home with some of that 511 will feel a little better than losing everything. You did save some money, you did make some. You didn't lose your whole in 411. It was $486 that you walked away with. So, you lost going down $486. So you didn't lose the entire 511. So you got to go home with some of that money. And that's all about responsibility. And of course, you have to know if you're willing to lose that amount. All right, well, thank you again, and don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Need me to test out a strategy? Please write to LVcasino.wars @gmail.com. Thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of your week.